and welcome to the Midday Update. Before we start with the headlines for today, on behalf of TTV's team, I would like to wish all our viewers a very happy 51st National Day of the Sultanate of Oman. And now the headlines for today. His Majesty the Sultan receives National Day greetings. Oman Post unveils 51st National Day Renaissance stamp. Children in Oman decked up to celebrate the 51st National Day. Kuwait Towers decks up for the National Day. Omanis feel proud over progress made by the Sultanate in 51 years. These were the top headlines from a news studio today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break. Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. And now from in local desk. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq has received greetings from General Sultan Muhammad Al Nomani, Minister of the Royal Office, Head of Office of the Supreme Commander Sayyid Khalid Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of Royal Court, Sheikh Abdul Malik Abdullah Al Khalili, Chairman of the State Council, and Khalid Hilal Al Mawali, Chairman of the Shura Council, and Lieutenant General Hassan Mohsen Al Shuraiki, Inspector General of Police and Customs, on the occasion of the 51st Glorious National Day. Here are some of the extracts of the messages they sent to His Majesty. In his message, Al Nomani said, "Your Majesty, the Supreme Commander, may the Almighty Allah protect you. With our dear homeland, Oman nowadays bedecked in an attire of dignity and grandeur on the same memorable date, a date deeply ingrained in the heart of all those who live on this benign land. It is time to celebrate a renewed, pride-worthy anniversary. Year after year, the magnificent edifice named Oman has been constructed by the sincere hands of its loyal citizens. The 51st National Day is time to celebrate the rebirth of a great nation." Now, in the message sent by Sayyid Khalid, he said that, "Your Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, may Allah protect you. November days are reminiscent of happy celebrations, and today we mark the 51st Glorious National Day. The people of Oman, inspired by Your Majesty's wise leadership, aspire for further progress and prosperity. Greeting Your Majesty on this auspicious occasion, the personnel of the Diwan of Royal Court are honored to renew the pledge of allegiance and loyalty and vow to exert their best effort in performing their national duty. May the Almighty Allah assist Your Majesty with divine care, grant you good health, and guard you as a symbol of pride for this nation." Sheikh Abdul Malik expressed deep delight and pride over the achievements brought about in Oman since His Majesty the Sultan took the reins of power on 11 January 2020. He said that we aspire for a more prosperous future following the reforms that Your Majesty has made, including the issuance of a new basic law of the state, setting mechanisms for the transfer of power and the appointment of a crown prince, and restructuring of government departments, said Sheikh Abdul Malik, noting that the reforms seek to meet the demands of the future stage of development. Al-Mawali said in his message that, "On my behalf and on behalf of members of the Shura Council, I am honored to greet Your Majesty on the 51st National Day, wishing that the Almighty Allah would protect you and grant you good health and a long life." Al-Mawali expressed his appreciation of the royal directives of His Majesty the Sultan to accelerate the pace of services, the employment of youth, and the devising of elaborate plans and programs. Lastly, Al-Shuraiki said, "Your Majesty the Supreme Commander, may the Almighty Allah protect you. I'm honored, and so are the personnel of the Royal Oman Police, to express heartfelt wishes to Your Majesty on the occasion of the 51st National Day, praying to the Almighty Allah that this glorious occasion and similar future anniversaries would always find Your Majesty in good health, while the Omani people enjoying further progress and prosperity. Oman Post issued a commemorative stamp to mark the momentous occasion of the 51st National Day of the Renaissance, presenting a portrait of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq. The stamp serves as a symbol to reflect on Oman's milestones over more than 5 decades of its renewed renaissance. The artistic and aesthetic characteristics of the stamp includes various elements that symbolizes some of Oman's iconic developmental milestones. To further celebrate the 51st National Day of the Renaissance, Oman Post will be launching a collection of items in the coming days, including a canvas with a portrait of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq. In addition to that, Oman Post will also launch a limited edition medal curated with the same design of the 51st National Day of the Renaissance stamp. Although National Day celebrations have been limited this time owing to the pandemic, but the celebrations would be considered incomplete without seeing how children in the country are celebrating the day. Here are some adorable pictures of kids clad in the national dress, which will surely melt your heart. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from our local desk. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now continuing with our local stories for today and talking about pictures, the brotherly country Kuwait is also celebrating the Sultanat's 51st National Day. In fact, Kuwait towers and markets have been decorated with the Omani flag on the occasion of the 51st Omani National Day of Oman. As the Sultanate of Oman celebrates its 51st National Day, citizens and residents are filled with gratitude over the progress achieved by this beautiful country under the wise leadership of its leaders. Muad Al-Saidi from the Wilayat of Al-Khabura in North Al-Batina Governorate, a student of Sultan Qaboos University, expressed his happiness on the occasion of the 51st National Day of the Renaissance. He said the 51st National Day is an occasion that has a special place in the heart of every Omani. It is a great day and this occasion is dear to my heart. It fills my heart with spontaneous joy as I witness the achievements under the wise leadership of late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur during the last 49 years and then under His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq. He continued that the Sultanate has attained a distinguished position among the neighboring countries and the world in all fields and at the political, economic, social, scientific and technological levels. Naif Al-Senani from the Wilayat of Saham in the Governorate of North Al-Batina, a teacher in one of the schools in the Wilayat, also expressed his feelings on the occasion of the 51st National Day of the Renaissance. He said, "I'm very happy on this occasion. I have graduated from the Sultan Qaboos University, which is one of the prestigious universities bearing the name of the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur. 13 years after my graduation in 2008, I'm serving my country and my community by educating students and the community." Rashid Al-Hakmani from North Al-Sharqiya Governorate said, "When we see the achievements made by the Sultanate in all fields and at the Gulf, Arab and international levels, I feel happy and pleased and enjoy this by celebrating the 51st National Day of the Renaissance with my family, friends, and colleagues at work. Al-Hakmani sent his greetings to His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the government, the Omani people, and all those residing on the good land of Oman. Ahmad Al-Rawaz from Dhofar Governorate said, "I'm very proud to be a citizen of the Sultanate of Oman, as the Sultan's achievements and its role in laying the foundations of peace and love among everyone in the world and participating in international Gulf and Arab organizations and associations who support all efforts that serve men and the earth. This has been possible due to the wise leadership that we enjoy and to the peace-loving Omani people who are generous and loved by everyone." With this news, we have come to the episode for today, but stay tuned as we are coming with our special segment on the occasion of the 51st National Day at 4 p.m. on Scene. So stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.